Now we're going to do two things in this video. One is allow our circlicks to move with a little momentum, and two, we're going to create a power up for him to run into. So first things first, I'm actually going to duplicate Sir. You don't need to do this. I'm just doing this for demonstration's sake so I can compare the before and after. Everything else will essentially be the same. So I'm just going to call this object Sir momentum. There we go. And instead of this left, up, right, and down, we're actually going to delete each one of those. I'm hitting delete, enter, delete, yes, okay. We're actually going to get into a little GML code here. Now, I don't claim to know any code, or very little anyways. I Google most of it. But the code here is going to go inside a step event because it's always going to be looking for a keyboard press. Instead of it just listening to one single keyboard press, we're going to say in the step event it's going to run a little bit of code. Now, before I type any of that out, I'm going to show you exactly where I got it and give proper thanks to, oops, there we go, the Snyder from the Game Maker community on yoyogames.com. I usually Google things and find it. I like to still type it in myself, which sounds silly, but I seem to remember it better if I do that. You can do it either way, but let's see if we can remember this as we do it. Acceleration, and then it's going to go from there. So this is just called declaring a variable. So we're going to set this to be equal to 0.5. And you'll notice after that he did a couple of forward slashes, and this is a comment. You can type anywhere, anything in there. This sets the acceleration value. And then, now, if we go back and glance at his, in line 2 he has the horizontal speed plus equals acceleration times the right key and the left arrow key. And that means it's going to add the result of this equation to whatever the current value is each step of the way here. Same thing there. This speed here, since it's less than 1, it's actually going to be decreasing the speed, sort of the brakes, so you can play with those numbers to get different brakes and different acceleration when you let go of the key, how fast he slows down. So a horizontal speed, or h speed, plus equals the acceleration times, and then keyboard check VK right minus keyboard check VK left, and that parentheses, and then we also have to match this parentheses to end that. And we can actually just copy that, go down and paste it, except now it's going to be the vertical speed, and this is going to be, I always mix these up, right, left, and then down, up, yeah. Right, left, and this would be down, up. And then we're also going to set speed. GameMaker already knows the variable speed. This color here, I'm colorblind, I don't know what it is. But if it's this color, it means it's something they already know. You didn't have to define that variable. Speed equals, actually times equals, so it's going to equal itself times 0.9. And I'll just leave a comment here. Slows down 6 clicks. Then let's check and see what happens when we do that. We have object Sir momentum. Here's my level. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit because I get tired of running into these things. And I'm just going to have one of those guys, get rid of a few of these idiots. There we go. Now let's play that and see where we're at. And of course I forgot to put my new momentum guy actually in there. if you noticed that, good job debugging before you even got there. Let's make sure we get our, well, it's not named here because I forgot to hit the check mark on the previous box. There we go. Now he'll be named since I hit that. So momentum, there he's in there. Let's play. Now I get this error. Object Mega Dragon. Oh, that's right. Because this dragon is actually trying to move towards a certain object. So if we want that to work, and if you get a similar error, if you're following exactly along with this, he's trying to move towards something called object sir. Well, there's nothing called object sir because he is not in the room anymore. It's now his twin called that, which I'm going to copy that, paste that, and then I'm guessing there's also one there. Actually, we can copy this entire event, or I'm sorry, action, and just paste that there. So now the dragon's going to be trying to move towards that, and we can pretty much just get rid of that and change it to a stop. So if he hits a wall, he stops until the alarm goes off. There we go. Now let's see. Whoa. Okay. We do have momentum. He does kind of coast to a stop. That's kind of a cool little feature. We could adjust these brake values. Oh, this guy's good. To affect how fast he speeds up and slows down. Now I want to do a power up, so then in level 3, when I start here, I'll be able to get a power up that changes what happens when I hit the Mega Dragon instead of just restarting the room. To do that, I'm going to first make him flash a little bit, so I need to duplicate Sir Clicks here, and we're going to make kind of a sprite powered up version. We're going to make a flashy sprite version of him. I'm first going to kind of intensify his color a little bit here so that there's actually some color that's going to change, and from there I'm going to have it animate a color change so that he'll be nice and obviously flashy, and well, there we go, he looks excited. And I'm also going to add reverse so that way he's flashing. It's a little slow, so I'm going to stretch. You actually can stretch down, which is kind of strange. There, now he's faster and really excited, flashy flash. Looks great. Now, we don't need an object for that guy, it's just a sprite change. We are gonna have a little power up though, so I'm gonna create, and we'll call this sprite star, and I'll just make a new frame here, and I'll use this little polygon shape thing here, kind of drag here and here and here and here and here. There, making a nice cool star. Woo! Lovely. It's a gorgeous little star. Then I'm going to make an object for that. Object star that is wearing star. And actually the star doesn't do anything itself. I mean, you could make it move if you want, I guess, if you have to chase it down, but momentum guy, when he collides with the star, it's going to turn on his power up. So we're going to have a variable called powered up, sounds simple enough, set to 1. And actually when it's first created, when this momentum guy is first created, it should also declare that variable powered up. Should be set to 0, of course, when he's first created. But when he hits the star, variable powered up will be set to 1. So the game will know he's powered up, but you also want to tell the user he's powered up. So we want to change his sprite at that time to sprite powered up. Excellent. And power-ups don't typically last forever, so we're going to set an alarm that will then turn it off. So let's say 60 steps, which is 2 seconds, and I'm going to arbitrarily pick alarm 4. Set the alarm so when that alarm goes off, it will do a couple of things. One is change him back to normal Sir Clicks, plain guy. It's also going to set the variable powered up back to 0. Great. So when he hits the star, turns on the power up, makes him flash, sets the alarm. When the alarm goes off, change the sprite back to normal and turn off the power up. Now, when he collides with the Mega Dragon, it should not just simply restart the room. We'll start this part over. It's first going to have to ask a question if I have the powered up turned on or not. So when it collides with the Mega Dragon, it should first check if powered up is set to 1. I'll put a block here. It should do one thing. And I could do if powered up is equal to 0. Do the next thing. I could also do just an else. For simplicity or for readability's sake, if you're new to variables, I'll set this powered up 0. Do this. Because those are the only two options. Either it's on or it's off. So if it's on, do these. If it's off, do this. So what should happen when I hit the dragon and powered up is equal to 1? We could destroy the dragon. For testing purposes, I'm just going to have the dragon jump to a new location. In other words, he's just going to fly away to somewhere else. And I don't want self to jump to a new place. I want that to be other, which would be the dragon. And if I hit the dragon and I don't have the power up on, then maybe we'll restart the room, which should not be that one. We want, I think it's this one. Restart the current room. Alright. Let's see what happens if we, in this room, of course, first put the star. So I have the star option here. I'll put another few around here. Put another Mega Dragon in. And I'm also actually going to slow down this dragon temporarily. Let's put it like a speed of 1. He's not too fast anymore. Makes it easier to test, it seems like. There. Let's save it, test it, see what happens. Okay, I do have momentum still. If I hit a dragon, it does restart the room. Hey, when I hit the star, I flash for 2 seconds and then it turns off. So I better hit a dragon within those 2 seconds. Hey, he jumped to a new location. My power-up works. I should probably get rid of the star when I hit it, although it could be a game element where you have to charge up on the star and then go get some things done while you still have the power up on. So, hey, our power up works. We could have it destroy the star when we collide with it, but that's up to you. So, enjoy. I better go do that before I forget. Sir Momentum, when you collide with the star, you should also destroy the other, which would be the star. There we go. Now go enjoy.